Have you heard of the sunk cost fallacy? That's the idea that you've put so much effort, time, or money into something that you need to keep with it, even though it makes no logical sense to do so. An example of this might be in business, where you've started a small business and you've put tons of time and effort into something, and even though the business is failing and not likely to ever be successful, you feel like you can't stop because you put so much of that time and energy in. And we all know somebody who's been in a toxic and terrible relationship, but they refuse to leave, and they'll say things like, "But we've been together 21 years. How could I leave after all that time?" And you should leave, unless you're my wife and you're watching this. The sunk cost fallacy makes no sense logically. So two scientists, Esseron and Neary, actually did a study to figure out, why do we do this? And what they came up with was that the prefrontal cortex, the part of our brain that makes us, smart, developed later than all the other parts of our brain. So even though the prefrontal cortex knows that the sunk cost fallacy is dumb, the rest of our brain doesn't. And if you don't have a good developed prefrontal cortex, you might not be able to get yourself out of that sunk cost fallacy. So the takeaway from this is that dumber people tend to stick with something longer than they should. Hey, wait, did my background change?